Well, hey guys, I'm Chad with Take One Film and Video here in Nashville, Tennessee, and thanks for joining us back here today. Well, of course, I got my man Brian Murray, our cinema guru. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing great, man.
Well, man, I'm really excited. Our friends at Fujinon sent us this lens, and it has, as of today, when we're shooting this video, no one has seen this yet.
Yeah, this is brand new.
This
is a true, brand new moment. This is kind of fun.
So, you've actually had some time with this lens this weekend, and so I don't know anything about this as we're sitting here, but I want to jump in here. Basically, what I'm seeing here looks like a mini Cabrio, 18 to 55, obviously, but it's got an E-mount. I'm not seeing any adapters or anything on here. I don't like adapters. If you can avoid it, but sometimes these mounts are hard to find something that fits everything. So they've gone after E-mounts.
Yeah, they've gone direct to E-mount. This lens, as of today, what we're talking about today, it's not made for anything else. There's not an EF version. There's not a PL mount version. It is specifically targeted to this camera, the FS7.
There's a lot of people shooting on the FS7.
There's a lot of people, including myself, shooting on FS7, quite a lot. And the A6500 that just came out is an amazing camera that's tiny, and it does 4K, and it's also this E-mount. So the Fuji has introduced this lens, which, like you said, looks a lot like a Cabrio.
It does, yes.
So on my bigger budget jobs, on projects where I get to choose, a Cabrio 19 to 90 is something that's on the top of the list because it's sharp edge to edge. We've got a nice focal range. And, we've got on that Cabrio, you've got Parfocal, which that's not something that's discussed as often, especially with, stills level lenses that are being used for video. But you'll know this quality when you talk about punching in to grab focus, like on your 70 to 200, you pull back out and you're not sharp anymore. That's Parfocal. So when you're
broadcast guys call it back focus.
Back focus. So when you get into that kind of a lens, you start to deal with a $30,000, $40,000 lens, not a lens that we can afford to use on a project with an FS7 and an A6500.
Sure, and I think for so many years, these cameras have gone through a generation that has become affordable, that everybody can do it, but there's got to be some compromises there sometimes.
Yeah,
and
so we've dealt with it. We've dealt with it. And so when I had a chance this weekend to shoot with this, throw this on my shoulder and walk around and shoot some stuff, just to feel it out and get an idea of what have they built here. So what I found was a lens that is true Parfocal. So I could punch in, grab focus, pull back out, get to the frame size I wanted to be, and I hadn't lost focus.
Right.
So then if I was racking focus while I was out in the field, kid to the soccer ball type stuff, I wasn't seeing that breathing that I normally see in a lens that I would put on a camera at this price point. So breathing, and then optically, I'm still dealing with Cabrio level 4K quality. So they didn't make a compromise there. So edge to edge, we have sharp.
So I can put this with maybe I'm shooting with a Varicam and a Cabrio.
Right. If you have a Varicam and a Cabrio PL mount, and then you cut to the FS7 and this lens, you're not going to see this massive drop-off in quality.
Okay.
Some of the lenses I put on this are painful when I look at them in the edit, and this lens doesn't feel like I'm going to see any of that. The footage, I'm still, I just shot this weekend. I'm still fishing through the footage, but everything I've seen so far feels like pro-grade, serious lens quality.
So, if you are shooting with a Cabrio or something, this is a great B-unit camera.
This is
a primary camera.
I shoot a lot of projects where this is my nice camera.
I shouldn't say that because, absolutely, there's nothing...
you can do good quality work with this, and the feel of it, it's kind of a nice thing to be able to grab a lens and pull focus and say, wow, that feels like a cinema lens.
Man, this feels as, there's nothing cheap about that. This is the same... level of quality that I expect out of any other high-end Fujinon lens.
And the stop, as we, like we talked about on the 20 to 120, that stop is a true T2.9.
I know. Is that all the way through the lens?
All the way through, no ramping.
That's amazing.
And I don't see any of that fall off or cheat that I see sometimes. This is Fuji, they didn't cheap it out.
With Cabrio, and again, comparing this to a Cabrio, obviously that is an upper tier, high quality lens, and people are, that are buying those lenses, they're expecting to pay a premium.
So that's what really shocked me. So we had our chance to sit down and talk with the folks from Fuji, And I was gearing, I was clenching a little bit, waiting for that price point. Like, man, this is nice, guys, but you're not really going to meet my
12,
clients.
15K if I was thinking
Right.
generously.
That's it. That was my first thought.
Yeah.
So we're 1/3 of that price point.
Oh my gosh. That's
So
unbelievable.
when we're talking about a lens like this that has all these features, even things like back focus, which people don't even know what that means anymore, but being able to fully dial that lens into the camera body you're working on, which we should do another video about back
absolutely.
focus sometime. But pro grade quality glass that we just don't expect to use on projects that afford an FS7 and A6500.
Well, I want to say thank you to our friends at Fujinon for sending us this lens. As we're shooting this video, a lot of details to come. When you guys see this will officially have been launched. It's launching at the end of February 2017, and you just need to call us and we'll tell you how unbelievable this price is, because we don't even know it, but we know it's going to be crazy. Brian, thank you so much.
My pleasure, man.
And
Thank you.
we got some more material to talk about here in some other videos. So check out our channel, look at our videos, and please call us anytime, 1-877-81-TAKE-1, or send us an email at mail@takeone.tv. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you all soon.